The secret origin of Harley Quinn may shock even her biggest fans. One interview with Harley's voice actor for Batman, the animated series sheds a light on how Days of Our Lives helped bring the character into the DC universe. There isn't a Harley Quinn fan alive that isn't aware of her humble beginnings in the beloved cartoon show Batman, the animated series. In the episode Joker's Favor, Harley is introduced to the world as one of the Joker's sidekicks. From there, Harley made multiple appearances throughout the show and other DCAU projects, before making the jump to DC Comics years later. Harley is one of the few examples of a character created in another medium to become fully canonized within the DCU, and arguably the most popular one to boot. Had Batman, the animated series never existed, fans would have never gotten the chance to really know Harley Quinn. But there's one piece of Harley's origin that makes her journey to the DC universe that much more interesting. In an interview with Batman Online, Harley's original VA, Arlene Sorkin, provided some juicy details on how writer Paul Dini first came up with the idea for Harley. When discussing the origin of the Batman villain, Sorkin relates a story about how she pitched a fantasy sequence to the producers of Days of Our Lives, a soap opera on which she had a substantial role. "I went in and pitched to the producers of Days of Our Lives that we should do a fantasy. After I saw The Princess Bride, I thought it'd be really cute if all the characters got to play characters from that story. This resulted in a fantasy sequence in which Sorkin dressed up as a jester-like clown on roller skates. As the story goes, Paul Dini, the co-creator of Batman, the animated series, saw the scene of Sorkin dressed up in her colorful garb on television and was inspired to create a character for the cartoon's 7th episode, Joker's Favor. Sorkin, a friend of Dini's, voiced the character for Batman, the animated series, as well as Superman, the animated series, Static Shock, and Justice League. Harley Quinn resonated with fans so much, that within a decade she became a full-fledged member of the DCU. When it comes to original characters, few ever reach the heights Harley has, and since joining the DCU, her star has only risen. Fans of Harley give credit to Batman, the animated series, for bringing her into the world, but Arlene Sorkin's own influence doesn't get brought up nearly enough. It was Sorkin's idea for a fantasy sequence that got her dressed in the clown outfit that inspired Paul Dini. Had she not come up with that creative spark, Harley Quinn never would have been able to set the world on fire. Going 3 decades strong, it's important to look back on Harley Quinn's history and acknowledge how Arlene Sorkin's work on Days of Our Lives changed comics forever. Source: Batman Online.
With a gentle touch, you tell me what